What's good, nigga? Back with another video. We got a video different from Kendrick. Not from Kendrick, but about Kendrick, obviously. But since y'all like the Kendrick content, I'm gonna start reacting to more Kendrick Lamar related things. And we got a video from BlackySpeakz called Kendrick Lamar Deserve This. And I'm pretty sure it's referencing the whole Super Bowl thing with, him getting in and everybody being mad because, the whole Lil Wayne thing that we already talked about in my past videos. Haven't watched those, watch those. And yeah, I think they're just talking about the same thing, just how Kendrick has earned his spot. Like, he has earned the spot of like the top of hip hop. Like, he went on a 3-album run that was amazing, then left, but then came back, still had more to say. Like, Kendrick is that type of artist, and I'm not trying to glaze this nigga because everybody be like, oh, every time you compliment or try to give praise to Kendrick, it's you're glazing this nigga. But Kendrick is like, he's done a lot in his career. Like, he's done a lot. I mean, and he that he pushes himself. Like, he talks about it. He talks about it in his interviews. If you've ever seen his interview, he talks about how his way of making music is like throwing anything at the wall and seeing what sticks. So I like that about Kendrick. I like that the fact that he always tries to like push himself musically, like in his everyday life, and it seems like, at least. I don't know the nigga, but yeah. But yeah. Without further ado, I'm gonna get into this reaction though. But like, comment, subscribe if you like this reaction. Like it already, actually. Fuck it, just like the video, please. You know what I'm saying? Por favor, be much appreciated. But yeah, comment and subscribe, and yeah. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
A lot of people are saying that Kendrick doesn't deserve to perform at the halftime show.
Yes,
Lil Wayne should have gotten it instead. That's what they were saying, and Lil Wayne felt the same exact way.
I blame myself for not being mentally prepared.
And oh my gosh, I want to talk about this so bad, but I think I'll talk about it later. But right now, just while it's up here, niggas for being so like, oh my gosh, like, Lil Wayne has done so much for the culture, and y'all just don't understand because y'all not true Lil Wayne fans. It's like, nigga, the niggas that talk the most, the niggas that were talking the loudest about this whole Lil Wayne thing, will be the same niggas that won't even buy a ticket to his new show in New Orleans. A New Orleans show that's literally coming up, and that bitch ain't sold out. Yeah, everybody's saying, oh, Lil Wayne should perform, Lil Wayne should perform. Like, nigga, y'all not even showing Lil Wayne when he doing his regular concerts. Like, what the hell? Like, come on now, y'all being disingenuous. And that's when I just knew all this outrage about Lil Wayne was just fake. It was just fake, bro.
For a letdown.
Honestly, it makes a lot of sense why they didn't pick Lil Wayne. Personally, yes. I think Kendrick was definitely the right option.
The better option, bruh. Ain't nothing.
Now, recently,
Wayne.
There was a very much talked about story in hip-hop and pop culture that arose to the surface. The controversy was in relation to Compton rapper Kendrick Lamar and Louisiana rapper Lil Wayne. Over a week ago, it was announced that Kendrick Lamar will be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show, which takes place in February 2025. This was announced by Kendrick himself on X, formerly known as Twitter, with the help of a link to a YouTube video.
Meet me in New Orleans, February 9th, 2025.
Now, the story ended up making headlines for two reasons. Number one, the Super Bowl is a pretty big deal overall, and a halftime show being no exception. The other reason why it made headlines is because it's going to be hosted in New Orleans, Louisiana, where Lil Wayne is from. Leading up to this announcement, since it was a well-known fact that it was going to be hosted in New Orleans, people thought Lil Wayne was going to be the one performing. He's, after all, one of the biggest names in music from Louisiana, has always proudly repped it, and now this annual championship game, which is going to be seen by well over 100 million viewers, is going to be held in his city. Yeah. This is going to be the 11th time it's being hosted in the city. Surely Lil Wayne should perform. Not the third. That's what people thought. Following this announcement, the conversation turned ugly as hundreds of thousands of people voiced their dissatisfaction over this decision. Not only were fans, specifically Lil Wayne fans, speaking out on his behalf, but a lot of notable artists came out and did the same thing. Lil Wayne's friends, Nicki Minaj and Birdman, publicly denounced this decision. Hating shit for real, Birdman said.
Birdman, out of all people. Birdman saying it's hating shit for not putting bro up there, not showing, not putting light on him. Birdman. If y'all even know half the shit that if y'all know the story of what Birdman has done to Lil Wayne's career, how he has affected and tampered it, seemingly in that time for the worst, but obviously Lil Wayne got out of that situation. But if y'all know, like, out of all people, he trying to be on Lil Wayne defense, nigga, you was not for Lil Wayne, nigga. Like, and then Nicki,
rightfully put into this game for no other reason but your ego. Your hatred for Birdman, Drake, and Nicki got you punishing Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj said. Lil Wayne himself came out days later and said that he felt hurt by this decision.
That hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about? It hurt a whole lot.
And then the whole thing with this thing, he didn't even once congratulate Kendrick, bro. Not even once. Not even like, oh, while I'm here, while I'm, addressing everything, let me just address that I'm happy for Kendrick. Because Kendrick got the shit, not you. Ain't no one was like, congratulations to Kendrick. I swear, the only nigga that was doing that shit, bro, I swear to God, the only nigga doing that shit was Nas. And like a few other people that was on Instagram, I think. I can't remember all the names, but notably I remember Nas, because Nas was recently. Like, he recently congratulated, bro. So it's just so funny just seeing everybody trying to come out and be like, oh, Lil Wayne should perform. Nobody congratulated Kendrick, bro. Nobody. I mean, I can see why, Nicki, out of all people, because Nicki's, she is aligned with Drake, and Nicki ain't no much better than Drake anyway, with her situation that she got going on. But Lil Wayne, when Kendrick is a Lil Wayne, not stan obviously, but he's a big fan of Lil Wayne, like, are we gonna sit here and act like when Lil Wayne was even considering retiring, Kendrick didn't go on IG Live drunk, reciting all his rap lyrics and sitting there saying, no, I'm gonna put the video right here, bruh.
So cope in the 90s, I'm honest, man. Now you big, maybe ounces scam. So I know how to bust them in some times it's scam. But I know how to bust them in some blocks of jam. But I know how to bust them in some blocks of jam. Boy, and I put that boy son, yeah!
2007, nigga, 2008. Nigga, I seen you knock out motherfucking 10 motherfucking features in a row, nigga, back to back, nigga. I'm in this motherfucker right now, nigga. This motherfucker, man. No, nigga. No, nigga.
Like, y'all see that nigga, bruh? Y'all see him. And y'all gonna sit here and act like he ain't as much of a fan as everybody else. He just got the spot over Wayne. Everybody acting like he the villain. It was just, I'm just, that's just my tangent, my little 2 cents, because that really aggravated me. Because, like, y'all act like Kendrick ain't the biggest Lil Wayne fan.
I blame myself.
It's crazy. No one congratulated, bro.
Prepared for a letdown.
Nicki Minaj in her tweet was addressing Jay-Z, who's one of the key players in putting together the halftime show. In 2019, it was announced that Jay-Z and Roc Nation entered a partnership with the NFL. Jay-Z was now going to be one of the executive producers of the show. He now had a major role in developing one of the most watched concerts in the United States. This partnership was supposed to help the NFL diversify the halftime show lineup, engage younger audiences, and deliver memorable performances, which it eventually did. The controversy around this decision was centered around Lil Wayne, who was supposedly snubbed because it was going to be held in his city. That's what Lil Wayne himself felt happened, which he expressed in that video I played you. It also briefly became about Drake, who was reportedly offered to perform at the Super Bowl multiple times, but it turns out that was a baseless rumor with no factual evidence backing it up. Jay-Z, one of the shot callers, has been in the focal point of the backlash as well. The question people have been posing is, why didn't Jay-Z pick Lil Wayne for this? Well, the answer to that question is, although Jay is one of the decision makers, the truth is he's not the only one. Jay and Roc Nation are merely in a partnership with the National Football League. He only has the power to provide the city that is hosting the Super Bowl with a list of artists that's supposed to represent the NFL for the halftime show. All of this then gets discussed with an entire board and committee of people, which then has to be approved by the hosting city.
By New Orleans.
It doesn't come down to Jay-Z's own opinion.
And that is such, to me, when I found that out about the whole the host city, the host city where it's getting held at is the one that chooses, is the one that basically has the final say on who performed at the halftime show. And it was, we all was like, it's Jay-Z's fault. Everybody was like, it's Jay-Z's fault. It's Jay-Z's fault. In reality, it's literally New Orleans picks them. So if you mad at anybody else, be mad at the niggas, the New Orleans officials, that was in charge of picking the halftime performer. Be mad at them. Don't be mad at Jay-Z. All Jay-Z did was give them a short list of who was a viable candidate to be considered. And they picked him. New Orleans was the one that picked him. And obviously because Kendrick is hot this year. He's going crazy this year. And then on top of that, it's like you gonna sit there and tell me they gonna pick Lil Wayne over the person that just dropped the song of the year, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like, I know we are all fans of Lil Wayne. I'm a fan of Lil Wayne too. But to sit here and act like they was gonna really pick Lil Wayne over, bro, it's just insane. Kendrick deserved that. Kendrick was gonna get that regardless.
Does Jay come up with the list though? Well, Roc Nation is an entertainment company with a lot of cultural status due to Jay-Z's relevance. They study the trends of pop culture, the behavior of young people, and what they're gravitating towards, and pick the most appealing candidates, with mainstream popularity at the forefront of their mind. Lil Wayne is undeniably one of the most influential rappers in hip-hop. His track record is extensive, his influence runs deep, and he was, after all, considered one of the greatest rappers alive at one point. Nobody can take that away from him. However, it is important to note that Lil Wayne is just not as relevant to this young generation as he once used to be. The youth being a focal point here, because young people decide what's cool in pop culture. The NFL is a business at the end of the day. And one of the most important factors as to who gets to be on that stage is not only cultural relevance, but mainstream appeal. A big part of that is image. Lil Wayne is someone whose brand is compiled of promoting things like popping pills, sipping lean, and living a very destructive lifestyle. We can't ignore that these things being a part of his image does alienate a certain part of the mainstream consumer, and big brands partnering with the NFL. On the other hand, Kendrick is coming up out of one of the most successful years of his career after dropping Not Like Us, one of the fastest growing rap songs in hip-hop history. Kendrick is one of the most culturally relevant names in the mainstream world of music right now, and unlike Lil Wayne, he is a more marketable name and face to the mainstream consumer. The halftime show has never been about honoring any particular artist in their respective cities, as it's been about pulling in and retaining the attention of as many viewers as possible. Now, this doesn't say anything about Lil Wayne's worth as an artist at all, and it doesn't make Kendrick any better. It just makes it a decision that has to make sense for the National Football League. I also don't like the fact that
white people, and at the end of the day, oh my gosh, and this is like the biggest part about all of it, nigga. It is not a hip-hop concert. You think black people are just watching Super Bowl? Nigga, it's majority white people. You think white people gonna pick Lil Wayne over a Kendrick Lamar? Like Gen Z, like millennials? I mean, obviously they probably know Lil Wayne more than Kendrick, because Kendrick's a newer artist, like newer in the span of how Lil Wayne came up to where Kendrick first, popped up. Like, obviously Lil Wayne's like has that more of that millennial appeal. But mainstream appeal, like mainstream, like bringing in numbers, bringing in ratings, bringing in a lot of views. Kendrick has done that time and time again. We broke records on YouTube. Y'all saw when a Not Like Us music video dropped. That was breaking records. And even the Not Like Us song, the song was breaking records on YouTube. Like the biggest song streamed on you. Like you saw all that shit over Twitter if you was on Twitter. Like, you saw all that shit. So why we acting like Kendrick was not gonna get this spot? Like, and plus, it's just like, again, it's not a hip hop concert. This is to appeal to majority of demographics. This is not a concert just celebrating the Louisiana, New Orleans artists, nigga. It's not that. It never will be that. The NFL being, what it is, with the Colin Kaepernick, like, y'all know. You didn't give a fuck about showing love to the culture? They don't give a damn. Come on now.
Trying to take away Kendrick's moment, which I feel like Lil Wayne unintentionally did by showing up in a way where he came across the Football League. I also don't like the fact that people are trying to take away Kendrick's moment, which I feel like Lil Wayne unintentionally did by showing up in a way where he came across as entitled to a position that wasn't
never yours.
And I say that respectfully to Wayne, because first of all, I love Lil Wayne. Yes, and I grew up on Lil Wayne, actually. He was a rapper who got me into hip hop.
And I swear, but just critiquing him, that makes everybody think you're not a Wayne fan, or you're just a Kendrick Glazer. And it's like, nigga, two things can be true at the same time. Like, I don't understand. It's so.
Let's just say it like it is. It's not Lil Wayne's time at this particular moment right now. Everyone shines in different seasons, and Kendrick Lamar just 2 seasons ago wasn't shining. He dropped Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers after years of hiatus, and commercially, like we all know, the album didn't perform all that well. The numbers Kendrick did on that project is considered as a flop by most people, judging from Kendrick's standards. Personally, I feel like he dropped that album knowing exactly what it was. Something that wasn't gonna get as much mainstream attention as his other projects, knowing that it wasn't going to be more than what it was, which is an ultra conceptual album that was harder to digest than his other albums. This was an album for Kendrick's core fan base. He took that chance, and sure, it didn't pay off in terms of commercial success, but when has Kendrick Lamar been an artist that gets judged based on his commercial success? He's never put that at the forefront of his value. However, if you look at someone like Drake, he's always taken great pride in numbers defining him, and he's been very vocal about that. So when he doesn't perform as well, people judge him harshly because that's what he himself has been leading with. So every artist, no matter who you are, gets judged based on the metric they put the most amount of stock in. There's no right or wrong, by the way. It just is what it is. So this is Kendrick's moment right here. On top of that, February is Black History Month. Kendrick is a conscious rapper who dedicated an entire album to racial inequality and discrimination Black Americans have faced in the United States for hundreds of years. The halftime show is a moment where those things can be brought to the big stage. What better artist than Kendrick, especially at a time like this, can do that? Overall, I will say that it's kind of sad to see that Lil Wayne felt the way he felt, and I don't want to invalidate Wayne's feelings because, you know, I like Lil Wayne. I'm a Lil Wayne fan.
This nigga
Obviously,
was saying,
Lil Wayne bought into the hype of thinking that this position
broken.
was
Like, nigga, you are not broken
because it's being held in
You're
his city.
broken
Part of
because
me
you didn't get a
understands
spot
where he might be
that you
coming
was never
from, but then
even.
again, another part of me doesn't understand. And it's a little strange to see so many people voicing their frustration, denouncing this opportunity Kendrick was presented with, knowing damn well a lot of these people haven't really supported Wayne like that. If you want to give Lil Wayne his flowers, I would suggest you listen to his records, you buy his merchandise, you purchase his concert tickets when he's going on tour, and don't wait until a corporation puts him on a big stage for you to give him the flowers that you say that he so much deserves. I mean, Lil Wayne is here with us today. Why should we wait to support him until he's on some kind of big platform? Why? I mean, he's here, he's alive, he's still making music, so support him. The issue with this entire conversation is the fact that people wanted to make this thing about something that it's not, which, you know, I just don't think it was necessary at all. At the end of the day, this is a very big moment for Kendrick, and I'm looking forward to the performance, especially because, you know, he's probably going to be performing this song where he calls a certain rapper in the game a word, and I just want to...
And for the people, I just want to pause right here, it's about to be done. And yeah, and then for the people that are really trying to sit here and say that Kendrick ain't gonna perform that song, y'all are being like, even though I think they're gonna, like, obviously they're not gonna just, he's not gonna sit there and say it on live television, certified lover boy, certified da-da-da-da. He's not gonna say it like that, but it's gonna be a variation of that song. You're probably gonna play the chorus of "They Not Like Us." He a fan, step this way. They're gonna probably play like the later half of the song. He's not gonna sit there and like perform the entire song. It's gonna be a abridged version of the song, like obvious. Like it's on national television and it's on the Super Bowl, NFL. Like they literally, when he performed all right, he couldn't even say "popo," bruh. Literally had to replace the word with gunshots because he couldn't even say it on national television. They're not gonna let him say pedophile on national television. But I tell you one thing, they're gonna want him to perform the song. Just hearing that dun 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 dun, gonna have everybody getting up. The instrumental is iconic by itself. You think they really care if he can't say the words? They's gonna all be dancing. He a fan. They not like us. They not like us. It's gonna be the same shit.
See how that plays out. Anyway, my name is BlackySpeakz. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe.
Thank you. But yes, like, I really don't understand what's like the big issue with Kendrick performing. Like, Kendrick Lamar, he does deserve this, and I agree. Like, I would never be the one to see something like that and then think, oh, well, what about this person? Because it's like, at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, Kendrick, I love it though, but Kendrick got the spot. And to be honest, it was always gonna be him. He's the biggest artist right now. As of right now, he's like the biggest artist. Not Like Us is still one of the biggest songs of the year. Even all the way in September, and it came out in fucking May. Like, come on, bro. Like, that song went crazy. And it's still gonna be a crowd puller. Like, Kendrick gonna bring in that crowd. It's gonna bring them ratings, bringing them views. Like they literally saw the pop out show. They saw how much niggas was loving that shit. Of course they're gonna bring him back. Of course they're gonna bring him in a like, bro. And that's the thing though too. But one thing I'm still thinking about is, you know, whenever he's gonna drop his album, will he drop it before this year is up, or will he drop it like around the same time as the Grammys and then perform those songs? Like either way, I feel like he's not going to just be performing like all of his older hits. I feel like he's probably going to drop an album soon. We just don't know if it's going to be next month, hopefully next month, or you know, sometime by the end of this year, or around the same time, or after the Super Bowl halftime show. Like it could honestly be after, and it would be crazy. Like from Grammys to the halftime show to the album, like that will be a fire press, like a fire what's the word? Fire promotion, fire promo run. Like that's gonna be fire. Like I can definitely see that happen. I can see it going either way. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole thing in the comments. You know, like, comment, subscribe. You know, and until then, my niggas, see y'all.